Okay, everybody, next machines I'm going to work with, these are our Precor Vitality machines. First, all these machines do 2 exercises. The first one I'm going to start with is to strengthen your legs. Quadriceps in the front, hamstrings up. This is the leg extension, leg curl. Before you get on the machine, always check it. You can check your positioning. Well, again, we'll put this on a workout log sheet so you don't have to remember it. Okay, let me show you how a couple things work. Remember, I talked about the yellow markers. These are all adjustment areas. The first one would be our seat adjustment. So we'll get this set up for you, but all for you to see, just give it a little push forward, or you can hit it here, and it'll drop back into whatever position you need. The numbers on the side, it's a little bit hard to see on this machine. So if you look here, there'll also be a number 1 or 2. So it's usually 2 off. So if this says 2, you'll actually be in the C position 4. If that's confusing, it'll make more sense when you see it upright. So I'm going to put myself at 5, okay? And I'm going to set my weight here. And all you have to do is the pin's attached here. I'm going to take the pin out and put whatever weight we help prescribe for you. There's also, each weight is 10 pounds. So it goes up 10, 20, 30. If 10 pounds going up the next level is too much, we have something called a half plate. So a 5-pounder, we push this in, and it looks like a little T here. You push the T in, and that adds an add-on weight. If you want to take that off, you just pull it out, okay? So, and then we go to leg extension. To get into this, you got 2 ways. You can kind of sit down on this, use your hands if you want, and just put each leg in. The leg extension, we're going to work the quadriceps to begin with. We'll get your seat adjustment so you're lined up with the cams correctly. Couple of adjustments on this. We have the front adjustment. This raises the bottom up or down. All you have to do is grab where the yellow is, pull it, and then lock into a position. This should sit like right above your shoe straps. So I'm in pretty good position. If you look at it, I'm right in position. For most people in our facilities, you're going to be at a 2 on all these devices. So just remember, all this stuff will probably be 2. Over here, I have this marked. I put, you can't probably see it, but I put a sticker over it that says leg extension. It says 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'm going to put that at 2. Again, it's a pull on this little handle here and move it around. Okay? And just make sure it's locked in. So next thing is I can use my hands here to keep them on the way. Don't put your hands around here. Don't put your hands around the weight stack. That's a safety. You don't want a plate of weights falling on your fingers or your hands. So the movement on this, it's not going to be like the Kaiser. It's a little different. It's way low. So we're going to go up real slow with a 2 count. And then we're going to hold the top for about a second and down. So the movement on this is kind of rubbing in. I'm going to go up, that one. I'm going to go up 1 more level. I must have shrunk today, so I want that up a little, the low one up a little higher. And so our goal for most folks here, we're going to start with a set or 2, do 1 or 2 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions, and the movement's nice and slow. So we go, the cadence on this is up, 1, 2, hold at the top, back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, fight the resistance. 40% of your strength comes from raising it, 60% comes from holding it back. The goal is not to let the weights touch. If they touch like that, it's not a big deal, but your muscles will reset in about 3 to 5 seconds. And what we're trying to do is overload them here and reach muscle fatigue. And as you get stronger, you can push for something called muscle failure, where you can't do another rep. For weights, when we prescribe this for you, your rep range is 8 to 15. So if I was at my 8th rep here, and I was really tired, this weight would probably be a little hard for me to start. Should be able to get at least 8 to 15 reps, more towards the 15 mark when you're beginning. And if you can get like 16 or 17 or more, the weight's too light for you. You're doing muscular endurance, that's not strength conditioning. Okay, so leg extension, working the quadriceps. You got 4 of them. This will help build your muscles up to get out of chairs. If you need to pick something up off the ground, get in and out of a car, etc. Okay, next thing is we got the leg extension. So all you do is you grab the handle And there's a marker for this leg, or I'm sorry, not leg extension, leg curl is the next exercise. We're going to stick with the number 2. Your leg comes up, your right one first, then your left one. And the leg curl works the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. We're just going to push the bar down and then bring it back. Same cadence on this, same reps to start with, 8 to 15. Push it down, curl back as far as you can. That's what your hamstrings do. Stretch at the top. Try not to let the weights touch. If they slam down or touch like that, it's okay. You're not going to break them. You just scare yourself. And then just try to keep it slow and controlled. Strength training is all about control. It builds strength and balance of your muscles. Plus it builds your neuromuscular system. So when you go to pick something up or lift it or move, your muscles coordinate with your nerves and they work together more fluidly. So, and again, this is our range of motion. Nice and slow. Stretch at the top and then back down. 1, 2. Again, we're fighting it on the way up. You can feel the weight pushing against you. And a 4 count. More importantly on this, a lot of people have been holding their breath when they come in because they're thinking and they're all trying to count and do the cadence and all the stuff's going on. So, you know, give yourself a break. Give yourself an opportunity to learn the exercise and learn the machine and just breathe. If you feel like you're holding your breath, just breathe. Let it out. Okay? And back in. If you hold your breath when you're strength conditioning, you're going to send your blood pressure up, spike it, and we want to keep it down low. So those are two exercises. Leg extension was the first one, leg curl is the second one. Let's move to the next machine.